the MPP, to a large extent, we admit that governance was an issue in terms of its contribution to our failure, and then also the candidature was an issue. And for me, I've said it in many places, it's almost very open secret that within the Greater Accra, our candidate lost by over 300,000 votes, which is what Mahama used to, win in 2012. The gap, 300,000 plus. Yeah. So, if just in the region, Greater Accra, if you combine all the MPs, their votes being what MPP got, our candidate, who was supposed to be leading and picking up the MPs, rather was 300,000 plus behind. And for me, that is significant in terms of telling us that in all the sins of the party, our favorability was higher than our candidate. Granted, we had sins. I mean, if you say that the economy was because of the finance minister, if you say that governance was because of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, all of our sins marshals to what the MPs got. Because usually the MPs are at the brunt end of the slaps for the party. And the candidate on his own, minus the party's issue, was way behind. And that is why
was contesting on a ticket of the party.
Yes, but that is why in many instances, if you check, Kufuor had more numbers than the MPs at the time. Nana Addo usually has more numbers than the MPs combined. That is what the candidate does. You're supposed to stand out. You're supposed to stand out. So when you look at this, hear me out.
No, we are here.
My key point.
We will not necessarily agree with you, but
my key point here is that when you have a candidate trailing behind the members of parliament, my key point is that your party's favorability is the members of parliament. I mean, that is my thinking, and that when the candidate, it should be that the candidate should pull. I mean, Mahama pulled more.
Carry the MPs along.
He should carry them. That is what the candidate does. Your favorability should be your likability should be so great that you push the party, even if the party is dipping. But in this case, members of parliament had more votes than the candidate.
Combined.
So the MPs performed better than Anyaa.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. Anyaa is not a sellable candidate to them.
That is my key point here. So, and that's why I'm saying that we agree that governance was an issue. We agree that as part of governance, finance minister, all the ministers' woes combined is the party's woes. We agree to that. However, the candidate on his own has his contribution to either the deficit or the increment. And I'm saying that, listen, in all of this, even at Adomako Kissi, I believe that the Michael Okwei's son, Junior, got more votes than the vice president. Which, I mean, this is what we should be interrogating, and that one you cannot blame it on finance minister. The favorability of her candidate, and this deficit of 2 million votes that we have as a party, in as much as Mahama took 8 years to close up a 1 million plus vote deficit, let's be realistic. What new thing are we bringing to the table that will encourage people to come out and vote to close up that 2 million deficit? And that is why I've always been saying that Ghanaians are sophisticated, and should we bring a new candidate, a sellable candidate, we are better guaranteed to close up that 2 million deficit than a repeat, which some are touting. I mean, times have changed. Voters have changed. I mean, I think Yura Kufuor has said it nicely, that the ordinary Ghanaians can no longer be taken for granted in terms of when it comes to, knowledge about voting now. and that you cannot take the electorates for granted. So I'm of the opinion that Anyaa has spoken. Some of us, we spoke this and we were chastised when it mattered. Not today. The bus has been derailed. And when you come out today and tell us something that we touted, about 10 plus months to elections, in fact, more than 10 months, we said this around October 2022 or 2023, yeah. So it is not new. This was known leading up into the election, that there was a baggage of issues related to finance ministry. We knew, we said it. We got literally killed for that. So for me, Acheampong, they say better late than never. Let me consider the fact that now she's come to that realization that finance ministry also contributed to our losses. But I think that two key things. Let's not lump everything into governance. Candidature matters. And we need a formidable, strong, level-headed candidate. And I see that in Dr. Bryan Acheampong. I think that, forgive me, but you asked. But the key thing is that he has the business experience, he has the political experience. Some people say that Dangote is not going for presidency. I understand, but he's never been in politics. Dangote, has been strictly business. So it's very different. There's somebody who's a fourth-term member of parliament, has held political positions, ministerial experiences, multiple ministries. And for that reason, he's not a Dangote. He's a business cum politician. And that's very different. And I think that he has a wealth of knowledge and experience based on his numerous ministries he's been in. And then the key thing is we were touting technology. This whole thing brings me to tears because I cry, because I keep saying that, the MPP, we should take heed and look carefully at the possibility of a one-touch victory with Dr. Bryan Acheampong. And that is what I'm praying for.
Does he have that appeal?
Listen, as it stands now, we need all the halves of the party. I'm talking about those who are boisterous, those who are the Kennedy type, and then we need the intellectual bit too. And he's 2 in 1. And I think that when we go to market with a 2-in-1 package, we stand tall. And this battle, we need to bear in mind that ultimately we are facing either the very tall NDC chairman, not in stature, or the Julius Debres or whoever it is. So we need to be mindful of that in our decision making,
right?
In terms of who we're presenting for 2028, and I think that resource-wise, and experience-wise is very important. Now the politics of Ghana is, resource kakra or do kakra and empaibopi, So I really think that
any intro kakra,
propaganda kakra.
I'll prefer to use the word a little bit of propaganda, not lies. Because that's the propaganda, we can't beat NDC to it. The NDC machine for propaganda. No, we can't beat.
That's a different analysis to do.
So in summary, I think that it is quite interesting that now Acheampong has come to the realization of something that we talked about 15 months leading into the election, and I'm strongly of the opinion that there was a governance issue and a candidature issue. She should leave the governance out. Right now, they were dealing with the candidature. And let's focus on the candidate.
Is a product of the governance. How do you isolate it?
Either the chicken came before the egg or the egg before the chicken. But either way, I'm not discounting the fact that there's a combination of governance and the candidature. But at this point, within the primaries, it is, as Prof. Okwe, your Right Honorable Okwe said, we should interrogate the people's private life, what they do in terms of business, in terms of
this was the same Michael Okwe who was driven out of parliament. Now he's become an authority.
No, I'm saying that he said for the party, we should look at people's individual contribution to the party, not by virtue of the position they held, but individual contribution to the party, separate from your position you held.
So the resource bit is crucial. Right.
Don't joke with resource.
Right.
Anka Bahama and Samba.
Council.
It's a for party.
Well.
I said
It's
resource.